Today I was watching a podcast and I just realized something that most people doesn't even know how to watch podcast correctly. Like really, you're all watching podcast just completely wrong. That's why you see no improvement after watching the podcast. That's why you just forget it in a few hours, in a few days. And I used to do the same. I just completely watch the podcast like uh, I have to watch this podcast. I will just watch it. That's it. That's completely wrong. If I am gonna watch 1,000 podcasts like this, it's not gonna help me, and it's not gonna help you too. Just achieving a milestone of watching podcast. That's not that that's not gonna improve your life. But I discovered, I found 5 methods that changed the way I watch the podcast. Like really, they helped me a lot in my life. And trust me, they are gonna help you too. If you watch podcasts like, have you ever seen Yeti? Do you believe in Bhoot Pret? What you will do after your death? Then I don't think that these methods are gonna help you. But if you watch podcasts that improve you, that help you in grow, that's gonna change your life, then these 5 methods are for you. These are gonna help you. Now let's discuss these 5 methods. Step one, be attentive. Don't watch a podcast while lying on your bed. That's completely wrong. That's why you feel asleep while watching the podcast. That's why your brain doesn't record anything because your bed is your comfortable zone. You are always gonna sleep. You are always gonna feel dizzy, lazy while doing anything lying on your bed. Instead, I recommend watch the podcast on a table and a chair. That's gonna help you because table and chair, you feel more attentive there. You can also sit cross-legged on your bed, but I would highly recommend that watch or do something productive on a particular place, and that's a table and chair in your life or anyone's life. Step two, write it down. If you write down something, your brain instantly records it. Your brain prioritize it. Your brain uh, keeps it as important thing. Really, trust me. Writing down something help you remember something to a long time. If you are just watching the podcast by keeping your hands like this and your phone like this, then you are doomed. You are really doomed until you write down anything important. You can write anything that you find informative or important in the podcast. Write down the definitions, write down the examples they use for so that you can remember them. Write down the ways they use the examples or methods they use. If you write down these lines or anything you find important, then you are going to be productive in your life. Then you are actually gonna learn these. Even when you forget about the podcast, you don't have to scroll the whole media section to find the podcast. And to be honest, if you are doing this, then there are a lot of chances that you might be distracted by another video, which seems to be give more dopamine to your mind, more dopamine to your brain, because your brain prefer dopamine over productivity until you are really eager to achieve something. Yeah, that's it. And write down everything. Remember that. Step three, relate to it using real life examples. Now, I watched a Raj Mani podcast in which the guest gave a T alphabet example. Like, let me tell you the context. So, Raj Shamani asked a question to the guest that how can you determine the self-esteem of a person using alphabets they write, using their handwriting? And the guest answered that if you watch the T letter, the anyone write, then you can determine their self-esteem. He said that how up or down they place the horizontal line tell their self-esteem. Now, what I did, I did the experiment in real life. I'd make my own example. I choose me as an example in real life so that I can remember that concept. And till this date, I haven't forget it. Even though it was short, it was a reel that came into my feed, but still I haven't forgot it because I do it in real time. I gave my own example to it. You can give example to it. You can give example to any podcast or method. Like you can take even the example of people you know or you might know using internet or in real life. Now to the next step, step 3, apply it in your life. If you are watching methods that help you improve in your life, but you are not applying it in your life, then it's not going to help you. Instead, uh, if you apply those methods in your life, then you will level up in your life. For example, imagine you are watching a podcast on how to stop stumbling and how to improve your communication skills. And they tell that um, take initiative, go on the stage. You can imagine the audience as a wall or a camera. That's going to help you. And if you apply these methods in real life, you have to go on the stage. You have to take the initiative. It's not that other person will push you to go on the stage. You have to go on the stage yourself. You have to start on your own. Nobody's going to push you. Now you can do use these methods like using the wall as audience or replacing the audience with the wall and use imagine that it's just a camera and not the audience. You are gonna see changes if you apply these methods. You can also write it down like you did in the step 2. Write down these methods so you can just flip the pages and find the methods and examples. It's really gonna help you. Step 5. That's how you change your life. Use these 4 steps to change your life. The 5th step is using all the steps. Yeah, that's it. These are the 5 steps that help you in changing your life using the podcast. Now there's a bonus step for you guys. Those who stayed till the end, and that's subscribe this channel because I will be posting tips like these which gonna level you up in your life. I will share my own experiences so that you can use them and not make the mistakes that I made in my life. That's it. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. Level up together. Thanks for watching.